nobody can have too strong bleach in their hair. You want it to be like platinum blonde from the start, and I'm sorry. Hunty! Hello and welcome, my little darlings, to another beauty video here on my channel. I hope you're well. I am doing quite alright actually, and I hope you want to stay for the whole video so we can have a little bit of fun and share our knowledge together, both me with you, and you with each other in the commentary section of this page. Yes, and today's video will be drumroll please, so I can check my manuscript or, you know, my notepad. Bleach fails, 5 reasons why. That is one of the most horrible titles ever, but you know, it's ranking real good in YouTube, I believe. I don't know, but before we jump into the video, please make sure to press that like and subscribe with all notifications turned on so you don't miss anything else on my channel. Yes, indeed. I do a bit of nerdy stuff, I do a little bit of beauty, and I do a little bit of everything else, you know, vlogging, some cleaning, you know, it's a whole hot mess on my channel, but I think that represents all of us, so, you know, we can connect over that being messy persons, you know. Yes, 5 reasons your bleach will fail at home. I have seen so many videos of people bleaching their fails at home. Bleaching the hair at home, and it just turns out horrendously. I just can't understand how. And I also know that some of YouTubers react to this, like Brad Mondo, of course. You know, that vegan, gay, blonde person that is so goddamn hilarious I can die. And he also looks like one of my friends from a long time ago, whom I don't have contact with anymore because I don't know where he went. So, the first reason I see people fail are too strong bleach. Actually, too strong bleach. And you might wonder why, because nobody can have too strong bleach in their hair. You want it to be like platinum blonde from the start, and I'm sorry. Hunty! It's not realistic to believe that, and just because you have a stronger type of bleach doesn't mean it will bleach faster and it will not go lighter, or you know, in theory it will. But only if you have a full head of non-processed, non-treated hair, it will work that way. Because if you are like every other person watching this, probably, you have colored your hair in different colors and different styles, color it over with different box dyes, you know, and when you have treated your hair that way for so long, you probably think that, oh, I need to buy the strongest bleach there is to get that out. And while that is true, too strong of a bleach on an already over-processed hair will just destroy it for real. It's just better to buy a little bit of a, you know, lighter version of the bleach, maybe a box bleach with just 2 to 3 levels of lift instead of a box bleach with 7 to 9 levels of lift. I know, it sounds ridiculous, why would you want to bleach your hair so slowly, but it's better for the hair, of course. And also, people just buy those big tubs of bleach powder and 40 volume developer and think that will do the trick, and it just will ruin the hair and make it rubbery as shit. I'm sorry, right now. So, here's the deal with the bleach. Bleach is essentially opening the hair, letting the color inside oxidize away, and the stronger the bleach, the more oxidizing action will occur, you know, it drags the color out of the hair, you know. And if you have a very strong bleach and you put multiple boxes of 7 to 9 levels of lift box bleach on your hair, with that oxidizing action happening over and over again, your hair will just be like open, and the hair structure will just be damaged beyond repair, you know, because bleach dries it out, and the stronger the bleach is, the more it dries the hair out. So, you know, the hair will not be smooth anymore, it will be open, with the outer shell of the hair will just be like. Now, let's go over to the second thing that makes your bleach fail at home is damaged hair. And since I have already talked a little bit about how bleach works with opening up the hair and, you know, making the hair strands not smooth but, you know, a little bit ragged, like I know I make this motion a lot. If your hair is damaged, it will already look like that, but just maybe a little teensy bit. And if you are using a lot of other products on your hair, like hair sprays and waxes, and you heat style it and you dry it with a blow dryer and you wash it with very strong shampoos and not condition it very much, your hair will just be so damaged and so brittle it can't withstand the bleach. That's why it breaks off. The third thing I see people do a lot is washing their hair beforehand, you know. Because I thought this, and I do believe every other person thinks this also, is that if your hair is washed and you have stripped it from all its natural oils and fats and all of that sort of stuff, stuff, grease and grime and product buildup, it will be much easier for the bleach to bleach and do its job. And people like to treat a box bleach like a box dye, you know, because the box dye chemically opens the hair, deposits color inside of the hair, and then with the after treatment it seals it up again. And while bleach is also opening up the hair, it doesn't deposit anything, it can't deposit stuff back into the hair like a box dye. And even though you are using the after treatment, those after treatments are not just strong enough to restore your bleached hair like the aftercare does for a box dyed hair. So it's totally different. So never wash your hair beforehand, otherwise you will not have any sort of protection on your hair from the days before. Dry hair is like, you know, one of the big things that is concerning me when it comes to people bleaching their hair at home. It's a concern for me also because my hair is very dry and very damaged, so I am actually doing this video to prepare myself for bleach my own hair, you know. As we have learned already is that bleach dries out the hair, it opens up the hair, it makes it damaged, and dry hair is like the #1 enemy for actually bleaching your hair at home. You can't have a dry, brittle hair at home and think you are gonna be able to bleach it without everything falling out, because, you know, bleach just shrivels up the hair. That's why it's frying essentially. It puts so much chemical strain on the hair, it dries it out. If it's already dry as shit, the hair will just burn off. It's actually really horrible. I can link some videos down in the description box if I can remember it. Don't count on it though. The last thing I say also a lot is that people are trying to bleach their already over-processed hair. And this ties really everything together I have talked about in this video already. You know, over-processed hair might be a thing that might be hard to understand because, you know, it's hair. How can hair be over-processed? You know, you think of like combing it and washing it and drying it and all of that sort of stuff and styling it and, you know, maybe coloring it and stuff like that. How is that actually over-processing the hair? Because it's just hair. And it's a really easy, simple answer to that question. Every time you put something on your hair, might it be heat, might it be some styling product, might it be a too harsh of a shampoo, every time you put some kind of chemical on your hair, that will process the hair, you know, it will change the overall maybe look of the hair, it will add texture, it will take away texture, it might make your hair less oily, it will make your hair more oily, but more oily is good, that is a healing stuff. But everything that is changing your hair is actually making it weaker. So maybe you are like me and you have dyed your hair on and off and on and on and on and on and bleached it and had your way with it, styling it, putting hairspray in it, waxes, texturizers, dry shampoos. Every single time you do that, you process the hair to do what you want it to, and that makes it dry, brittle and damaged, of course. And putting bleach into that mixture is dangerous, to say the least. It can lead to the hair just falling out, burning off. You can actually have a very severe allergic reaction if you are using some hair dyes which contains metals that aren't a very good mix with the bleaching agents, which are often ammonia and peroxide, and that will also make your hair just fall out, break off, not getting the desired color, turn to rubber, completely fry your scalp to bits so it gets red and you can drag your own hair off like a wig, and that ain't cute, I promise you that. So my darlings, those were the 5 reasons I can say people fail at home. To summarize it neatly into a package, because I know it can be a little bit confusing sometimes. Don't bleach your hair when it's over-processed, when it's dry, when it's washed, freshly washed that is, and you know, don't use too strong of a bleach. Those are the 5 things that you can avoid to actually success at home with your bleach. But if you really want to know how you can success at home with your bleach, you should totally press that like, subscribe and notification icon, because next week we're gonna talk about tips that can actually make your bleach very successful at home without spending a lot of money. So, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you thought that this video were a little bit educational and a little bit funny, and that didn't sound too mad at you, because I'm not mad at you, I love you, that's why I share this with you. So, thank you again for watching, and never forget, be who you are since no one else can, and always take precaution when bleaching your hair at home. Bye!